but now it's time to move. You don't have to do it alone. You're not meant to do this journey by yourself. Together we rise, we grow, and we lead. Step into your calling by writing the vision and making it plain. We lift as we climb. No one is left behind. When you say yes to your purpose, heaven celebrates you. Let's do this together. Step into your purpose today by saying yes. Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing out there on today? Today, we're going to be talking about for you to stop circling and start moving with intentions. How does that sound? And to everyone that don't know who I am, I'm Dr. Valarie Harrison. This is your Stepping Up and Stepping Out series that airs on Tuesdays at 7 o'clock p.m. And I just want to make sure everybody's doing well out there today. But here's a question that I want to start us off with. Let me begin with asking you this. I want you to sit with this question that I'm about to ask you, okay? And be honest with yourself as you answer it. You don't have to put it in the chat. This is private, so you can put it anywhere you want, on a sticky or whatever. But the question is, how long have you known there was more inside of you and you are still waiting to move? And it's not because you're unqualified. It's not because you lack experience, but because you've been waiting for clarity, for confidence, and for confirmation. But I want you to listen to me well tonight. Here's what I know to be true, both personally and professionally. Because many of us are not stuck because of us not having purpose over our lives, okay? We're stuck because we keep circling what we already know. And I want to give you an example. In 2022, I did my first 8-week live stream for this show. And if I had not got through the struggle of doing it, because I was at the point that I could have said, I'm not doing this anymore, because when I start recording, I'm just talking, I'm going in. And guess what? Nobody could hear not a word I had said because the microphone won't work. And instead of me not giving up, I was determined I was going to get that show done. So once I figured out what was going on, because people were calling me, letting me know that they couldn't hear anything I was saying, I was determined I was going to get that show out. And was I worried about it being perfect? No. I was worried about doing it the right way and learning what to do and to learn as I continue to do it. And not circling around saying that I could have given up very easily and said, well, I'll go back and do it later. No, I was intentional about making sure I got that task done. So I just want to let you know, we all struggle with that, but we can overcome circling and being able to move with intention. Because what I want to do is help you to recognize the circle and show you how to stop and to be able to step out of it with intention. And I'm going to leave you with 3 things I want you to really think about. So if you need to go grab some paper and jot these 3 things down, that'll be great. But the first one is clarity replaces confusion. So when you begin to be clear on what it is that you want to do, here's where circling usually begins, with your thinking and your planning. You're praying, you're preparing, okay? And all of that looks productive. But inside, you're still feeling tired. You're still feeling unsettled. Maybe you are even feeling frustrated, because clarity doesn't come from your endless thinking. Clarity comes from decision. I made the decision. Even though it wasn't going well, I made the decision I was going to do it until I got it right. Okay? So when you keep all options open, your mind stays noisy. So you have to make a decision and walk through that decision no matter what happens. Okay? And if you have to do it a third time, do it a third time until you get it right. So when you keep all those noisy things in your ears, you got to settle on the thing that you want to do the most and do it one step at a time. But the moment, because basically the moment that you decide that this is the direction that you're going to move in for this season, clarity begins to surface in a way that you could never imagine. Now, here's the transition I want you to catch right here. Okay. Once clarity shows up, something else begins to rise, and that's your confidence. But if you never move on it, you won't start gaining the confidence. If you give up, you don't know how far you could have gotten. Okay, and the second one is confidence follows movement. Like I said, you got to move. You got to put some action to whatever it is, that thing that you want to do and to be successful at it. Even if you have to keep trying it over and over again until you perfect it. Not saying you're going to be perfect, because every time I come out, I see something else I could have did different. But many of us believe confidence must be first, and no. They say to themselves, or sometimes we all say to ourselves, I'll move when I feel confident. If the confidence don't never come, then you won't move, right? Or they'll say, I'll step out when I'm sure. So when you suppose you're never sure, then guess what? You end up not stepping out. But confidence is not the starting point. Movement is putting action out there. Okay? Confidence is built after you take action. Because every intentional step, even a small one, creates the evidence that you need to see that you can do it. And that evidence will begin to quiet the doubt that comes into our mindset. Here is the key shift. Fear doesn't mean stop, because I could have allowed that fear to jump on me when that first live stream went left. Fear often means that you're stepping into growth, because I could have stopped it. And if I had, I might not even be up here talking to you on this live stream now. Okay? So as you move, even while you are afraid, you begin to trust yourself again. Now, here's where this becomes even bigger than you. When you move, you're not just building confidence, okay? You're activating legacy, which brings me to number 3. Action activates legacy. Legacy is not something you leave later. Okay? Legacy is something you live right now. What we're doing right now, we're leaving legacy. It's in live mode. Okay? It's in motion. It's going on now. Because every time you delay, guess what? Your voice waits. Every time you delay, your wisdom waits. Listen, every time someone else's breakthrough is waiting on you, they gotta wait, because you're at a delay. Your obedience is connected to people you will never ever meet. Because I'm quite sure people come through my live stream, I'll never meet them. I don't even know them. They don't even put a comment. They don't say anything, but they come through, they watch, but I don't know who they are. I haven't met them. But I pray that something is said or done that will help them. So your obedience is connected to people that you may never meet. But who are you watching? Who are you watching? And when you stop circling and start moving, guess what? You are modeling courage for someone else. You are giving others permission. You're turning experiences into impact. And when I say giving them permission, they're seeing you do it, and they're saying to themselves, if they can do it, I can do it. And here's what I want you to hear real clearly. Your calling is not just about fulfillment. It's about a responsibility to yourself to do the things that you've been called to do for a time such as this. And you're delaying it because you keep going around in a circle, and not making a clear decision because you don't have the clarity. Just think about that for a moment. And if you're listening to this and thinking, I know this is me, I feel this staring inside, and I'm ready, but I don't want to do it alone. Guess what? You don't have to do it alone. Because guess what? That's exactly why I created my 6 weeks mini course Legacy Lab just for you. Not to hype you up, but to walk with you step by step. Because inside of this 6 weeks, we work through you gaining real clarity and not feeling confused, building confidence through intentional actions, because you're going to have to take action, breaking cycles of delay and overthinking, because we get in trouble with that overthinking, and being able to create a purpose-driven plan you can actually follow once you finish those 6 weeks. And then moving from calling to consistency, because it's all about consistencies. Yes, in January, you didn't see me a lot on my live streams. I think I did one in January. And it was because I had to pull back and take a break. Sometimes you have to do that, but don't quit. I wasn't taking a break to say I wasn't going to do it again. I needed some rest. And so I took upon myself to take a break. So the woman who's ready to move with guidance, structure, and support, guess what? So tonight is one thing you can do is confirm that you're ready and that you sense that there is something new that you need to do in this new year, 2026. And so what I'm doing is I'm inviting you to step out. And when you step out, I want you to step out on purpose and join me, because you don't have to figure it out by yourself. Because what I know, and actually what you know as well, you are already capable. You've already been called. You are equipped to step out on purpose. So say to yourself, I'm about to step out on purpose. And you can do it. And we can do it. Guess what? Together. And you know, every time I come out here, guys, I tell you all to that I'm gonna put the banner up, to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go to my YouTube channel if you haven't subscribed, and like it, share it, comment, and definitely share with your friends and subscribe. That's all I want you to do. And share it with other people, because it could be one thing that could change somebody's life to help them to move forward in the things that they've been called to do for a time such as this. So go to that YouTube channel. And then if you want more information, go to my website, www.steppingoutwithpurpose.com, and sign up and subscribe to to my website. And then you will get newsletters once a week, okay? Once a week to encourage you, or you'll get a blog article, but it'll only be once a week. You either get a newsletter or you'll get a blog post, one of the two, but it'll be only once a week, okay? Because I don't want to inundate your mailbox with a whole lot of mail, because people's time is valuable. But it'll be there if you need it to go back later to encourage yourself. It'll be there for you, okay? And listen, that's all I came out here with on today. But I just want to encourage you to know that you have support. You have someone that can help you in your endeavors. And even if you don't want to sign up for the 6 weeks in the Legacy Lab mini course that I have, there are other options, but you need to go to my website and look at the various options that I have that you can choose to work with me, because you don't have to do what you're doing alone. We all need support. I have support, and I'm here to support you. Okay? So guess what? It was good being out here with you guys. And guess what? I will be talking to you a little bit later. Okay? So Talk Time Val is signing out, but I will be talking to you a little later.